Alright, so I'm dropping into my first Artanis match over here, and it's going to be Sky Temple. So, not too sure what my heroic's going to be yet. I'm going to communicate with this Johanna and see what she wants me to do. I think Joe and Artanis were having a little bit of a conversation there. Let's see what she wants me to do. Alright, I'll pick up Seasoned Marksman for this. So we won't be able to check out the infinite turret build. But we'll see how the DPS goes. So we'll get a little bit of combat early on here. And then we'll just probably take a pause and wait until a little later on when the talents are flushed out. I will probably go Chaser Beam, because we definitely have some slower people over there. See, yeah, that prism's probably going to be good for retreat, except it's always going to put me in range of the turret. Like, I thought about pulling him back as he was trying to leave, but I thought against it because then it's just going to place me where the turrets are. So my shields have already activated once. They don't seem to be going again. So I'm going to recharge, and rather than lane, I'll go help out. That means Thrall's going to get a little bit of free experience down there, but we want to test this guy out and see how combat is. Looks like with Joe over here, I'll rotate up, spread the tanks out a little bit. We don't have much competition up here either. And we have a Stiches. Man, we are a very, very tanky group. I knew the Joe kind of wasn't paying attention to the Stiches before. Alright, so we will go with increase the range and speed of Blade Dash. Alright, so this temple's out. So if you activate your W before the dashing, it will hold it until the dashing is done. Dashing through my foes. The double arm psionic blade. Let's see if we've got it. Oh. Ah, too far. So that could have been a gank there. Had I picked that up a little bit sooner, that might have been a really good gank, but this Kerrigan might be. Close. Be nice if you could abort the dash in some way and just stay there. Oh, that'll certainly be good to mess up with some Asmodans. If they go to dunk and you do that dash, that ought to be fun. Like that. Yeah, not intentional, but that was fun. So I'm going to see if I can pull this Kerrigan out to the Stiches. That was a bad one, so I dodged back into that one. Seems like if you see the ball coming, the timing should be good. But if the ball's not out yet, you might have a little bit of an issue. So here we have another Artanis. And we see his shields have activated. Kerrigan whiffed on the blade. So I'm going to go ahead and hearth and then cut down to the bottom one. Experience seems about even. The other Artanis is doing a little bit more tank work than me. So we'll go with Solarite Reaper. Again, but the follow-through could be good, and Vala's staying in lane up there. So we're dropping middle lane. So my W is still hanging out there, which is kind of funny. See if I can pull a gank. See, that was actually a bad prism, because that allowed him to escape. If I had been on the inside of this fight, that would have been good. And what was that charge? So I'm gonna go ham on the enemy. Oh. Alright, so we still got him. Stiches kind of messed me up there. Oh, Kerrigan, what are you doing? What are you doing? Huh, that was interesting. Should have been out of the range of everything there, but I kind of died at the end of the charge, almost like I had a dot on me from a gazebo or something. So siege damage, mild. Hero damage is actually pretty solid. Stiches is doing more than me as a tank. So we're going to get the heroic soon, so we'll take a look at that. And I will probably go beam. Oh, if the Stiches caught somebody, it'd be so nice. You know what would be cool? If the Void Prism allowed you to be casted on a friendly and like kind of pull him out of danger, sort of like a Stiches. Like you swap places by putting yourself at risk and you pull the friendly out. That would be interesting. So whiffed on that beam. Here we're gonna go ahead and work on this keep a bit, the turret. And I'm gonna go ahead and beam the enemy Artanis, and I've come back into a root. That was pretty cool. So now if I can get him out here... Oh, it was deflected. Actually, Asmodan might be a nice counter to Artanis in a bit of a way. If he can stay at range and... oh, this could be bad. Disable him from getting in range to melee and just basically kite him. That'll be tough. So it seems like the Artanis counter is going to be kiting. I think he's going to be phenomenal against DPS heroes. Like the Illidans are going to have a problem. Zera might have an issue. So we seem to have both temples rather solidly. I'm 7-1. The enemy is 5-1. And we have our 13s. So I will go ahead and go with Triple Strike. And the thing that you have to remember is that the dash back is what does more damage than the dash in. Our hammer went the stealth build, which is typically retardation right there. My health is... Yeah, seems to recharge at a decent rate. I mean, I've never really focused on the recharge of that many others, but this doesn't seem too bad. He definitely might become a warrior that you would be comfortable with if there isn't a healer. And man, the other night, I couldn't get a healer to save my life. So, kind of went in big... Oh, so he went the pulse. Whiffed on the beam there. I'll put it on Arthas. Can't really tell what it's doing at the moment. He really might become the premier blocker for retreats. In the sense that staying in combat will probably allow him to be a nice bulwark in the back. If he's trying to run, getting picked apart by range, it might be an issue. But I just kind of want to preserve the streak a little bit here, so I'm just booking it at a dodge. So hero damage is falling off a bit. Still doing pretty good compared to the enemy team. And you're going to see if I can re-engage this pack over here. My heroic's going to be up. Oh, that messed up Kerrigan so bad. Oh, that played hell with Kerrigan. I was out in space over there. Wow, did you see that? Like, I went out over the gap and then hung in midair for a few moments and then charged back across. That was funny. So my shields are up. Yeah, so that was a really fun exchange there with the Kerrigan. I like that one. That really messed up her combos. So I got rooted in the middle of my charge, which was actually fun, because it left me right in combat over here. So I need some melee. Gotta get me some melee going on here. Hammer also might be a decent counter to him. So overall, we're winning 19-10. Our Stiches is on kill, which is pretty cool. The least of my tanks, pretty good siege. And the hero's not doing too bad. But a pretty decent balance. I don't think he's going to be able to be like a Rexar and kind of like go ham on a boss, but I'm going to try my luck at this camp over here. Oh ho ho! Hi buddy! Uh-oh. Oh, he sundered me out. That's funny. Oh, this is my death. Oh, it's not! Oh! Good God, running away from the Kerrigan. Oh, oh Jesus. Oh, am I envenomed? I think I was envenomed. That probably explains what happened to me earlier when I kind of died in the middle of the dash. Oh, that Kerrigan just totally dropped the ball on that. This does seem to be a pretty good mount choice for him. Colors are fairly similar. Alright, let's see what taking one of these is like. Basic attacks deal more damage and slow. We will go with that. Continuing the offensive build. I like the fact that it holds the charges of the double/triple attack until it's available, which means it's going to be kind of hard to ever lose the benefits of it. And there it is, first Artanis match, first Artanis win, and that was me going the DPS-y build rather than the tanky build, but hell, we had 3 tanks. I wouldn't say that he's going to be amazing as a DPS-based tank, but he may have some decent gank potential in there. So I finished up with 33k siege damage, it's pretty solid. Hero damage is 23, the hammer was very high, and it kind of hung in there with the rest of these tanks. The Valas should have been considerably further out. Tanky roll was low. That Artanis, however, was pretty tanky. Let's see what he picked. So he went the Resonance. He went the Shield Battery. He went Psionic Synergy, so every time Blade Dash hits an enemy hero, it reduces shield. Okay, good. He went the Pulse, we knew that. He went Bulwark, so he definitely went tanky, but he didn't do it through the auto-attacking. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this first look here at Artanis live for the Legacy of the Void pre-orders. And I hope you got to see him in action a little bit, and hope that I wasn't too bad running him in a DPS role over there. So, have fun everybody, and thanks for checking out this video here on G4G Game for Gamers. Peace out.